First things first is to make sure that it's actually fucking working. So give me a second, you fucking bitches. Oh, that one's working. How about this one? No? There it goes. Cool. 30 seconds. Good to know. It's very fucking loud. Ah, fucking Christ. Wait. Hold on, now it's quiet as shit. What the fuck? Bruh. That should be good. God, I'm not gonna lie. I saw this game, thought it'd be cool. So I'm just gonna play it. Since their creation, the stout yet short Creatonans once inhabited the large and fertile plains of Corolla. They made the first contact with men in the year 349 of the Third Age, as a trading vessel from the Kingdom of Gare went off course and encountered one of their settlements. After some initial suspicion, a trade agreement was struck. The Cretonians are many things, but they do not process a business mind. Men offer many new things and trinkets they had not seen before, and they gladly traded gems for glass beads and fine meat and hides for watered-down piwa. Eventually, the Creatonans weren't dead, started training their lands for what they had grown to depend on. The Agrarians were not the only kingdom. Soon, the Northern Farashi Kingdom and the Unarian nomads established colonies to sap the riches of the Creatonian ancestral lands. In 353, the War Golden Rose broke out. It's going too fast, man. Despite their short stature, they possess great strength. The war was brutal, and many great heroes fell. The Franchi burned and slaughtered those Cretonian tribes that had picked the wrong side. Coralia laid in ruins. It was this time the Creatonian chieftain by the name of Hotum Great Tusk was declared Numbi by the shamans and tasked with the finding of a new home. For his people, he gathered what was left of his tribe and set out across the Prygan Mountains in search of a new home. Finally, he reached the plains of Samba. Fuck. I tried so hard. Okay. Creator's blessings, we made it to Samba. Now the rest is up to you. I'm Hotum Great Tusk. Wait, orcs? Am I gonna be playing as orcs? I didn't know that. I will guide you through the first steps of your journey. Know that I'm no wet nose. It's important that you do only what I tell you. Do not click anything without my permission, or you might compromise our mission. First, my young chieftain, you must learn a thing or two about navigating your surroundings. You move your views with those wasted key things and change height with the mouse wheel with a small plus, or with the small plus minus buttons. You find yourself, okay, well, that's easy. That's standard for something like this. Oh, you can go out pretty fucking far. God damn. Oh. I'm lost. You won't find. No. Right-click your hand device to close this message and get to work. Okay. So what's next? Wow, that's incredibly sensitive. Now try the zoom. You zoom using the mouse wheel. Yep, I've done that. I've thrown you off on the map. Now find your way back to your subjects in the throne room. I'll add a little magic arrow to guide you. Unfortunately, I did this. I did this before you did this. So. I'm just better. Good, our first task should be food. Food is very important. If we run out of edibles, we're doomed. Not to rush you, Your Majesty. To prevent your stores from spoiling, we should store one of those goods in a warehouse. Let's get the brothers busy building one. You'll find the option to build one down below. There's a lot to constructing a room, but surely a great mind like yourself can figure it out. First, you lay out the area of the room. Each room then has items that need to be placed inside this area. You must place down at least 6 crates. May Creator guide your hand. Construct a warehouse with at least 6 crates. Okay, well, this is where we're at. There's a big-ass wall here. What is this fucking wall? It's not a wall, it's a road. It's a road. Is it paused? Is there no such thing as pausing? No, it is paused. Well, with the road being all the fucking way up there and the food being over here... I'm sure I can build a road at some point. That's fine. I'll just make a house here. Government, service, work, agriculture. Search. Construct. That's probably where I need to go. Structures. Mud building, grand building, stone building, wooden building. What do I have? Wood, stone, ration, grain, and livestock. So I'm sure it has to be mud at this point. I don't have enough. Does not require any resources, but a lot of labor, and no one is happy about it? Who would? So I'm assuming that's 2 wood per square. And I don't know what any of this shit is, but this looks like a nice open space. I don't know how big crates are. In the world of 6, things take time. Tasks like construction and clearing are completed in days, not minutes. Luckily, you can use this ancient contraption to speed up the passage of time. You can also use the 1, 2, 3, and 4 buttons. Well, why don't you let me finish building the storehouse first? Wait, hold on. How much do the crates cost? Because you told me to build you told me to build a fucking room. Decoration, no offenses, no roads, structures, government, service, work, agriculture, search. Mines, refining, religion, distribution, health, entertainment, administration, law, water, forage, hunt, poultry, digging a mountain, tools, comparing, and planning. Okay. Fuck, man, there's a lot. I don't need a fence. I feel as if I need to... cancel this right now and figure out where the fucking crates are. Workforce. Plebeians. He told me to build a storehouse with 6 crates, and if a crate takes up 1 space, that means I need at least 6 spaces in the room, in the storehouse. But if it's a storehouse, I'll probably want it to be a bit bigger. And if it's just a storehouse, no one's going to be in it for too long, so I'll just make a 9 by 9 right behind this throne room building. Do you need doors? A combination tool that makes ceilings surrounded by walls of a chosen material. Oh, that might be. Easier. Type, increase, decrease. Make 10 seconds pass. Someone just decided to go inside and die. You completed the current task. Now continue with construct a warehouse with at least 6 crates. So I'll need to figure out how to construct crates. Not the best. So wait, what am I doing? What is that making? I don't like that I can't move it with the middle mouse button. Oh. Fences, structures, decorations. Bricked road, entertainment, religion. Throne is the center of your city, and subjects that don't have a clear path to it will function poorly. Oh. Decorations. No, structures. It lets me do structures. Roads. It does let me do roads too. Fences. Lets me do fences. Janitor workstation. Hunt, fell tree, clear all, remove water, dig into mountain. Warehouse. They're building it! They're building it! They're building it! Fix crates. Toggle view, toggle battle mode. Messages, Tome of Knowledge, menu. I wanna make fucking crates is the thing. Search. Crate. Nope. Chat? What the fuck? Clay? So it's kind of like... Warehouse construction. Oh. Oops. So did I fuck that up? Is that not gonna be a warehouse? I don't know, Chad. I'm quite confused. Logistics. Warehouse. If need be, remove some of the area. The area should be around 5.5. Okay. Well... I built whatever that room is. So how about we put it here? Wait, what? Must not block other items. So I'm assuming that's gonna be a door. Room will be blocked. Place doorways so the room can be entered from the outside. I don't see doorways. Is that what it wanted me to do? Off control and click. I see. So now they're building this shit, so I just need to speed up time. Damn, they're building those walls quick. And they're building the roofs even quicker. Now you gotta put the crates in there, guys. And the crates take wood. Holy shit, 14 wood for a crate? What the fuck? That's... Oh no, 14 wood for the crates. They're putting the floors down? Nice. We are eat the plant. Yes, that is what I've been able to glean so far from reading it in the tabs that I have clicked over attempting to find the warehouse. My creator's whiskers. This is a good progress. Now I need for you to click the warehouse to allocate 1 dedicated worker and allocate 2 crates for meat. Okay. Yeah, so I was trying to make this my warehouse. But there's actually a button for it, so they built this instead. Alright, so 1 person needs to be the worker. Wait, find meat in the list and use the plus and minus buttons to allocate crates to this resource? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, so I believe I've allocated that there needs to be a delivery man. Find meat in this list. Okay, this is meat. So 2 of them are meat. Okay. Yeah, the tutorial is doing tutorial things. We must now store up some food to get us through the initial phase of our settlement. We, Cretonians, have no taste for flesh, but it is what we have at hand. By scrolling... wait. They don't like meat, but they're going to start hunting. Naturally, the beasts reproduce, but if you exterminate them completely, they are gone forever. Aggressive hunting can trigger an aggressive response. You don't say. They don't just magically come back? That's crazy. Why don't you just come over here and gather some apples or whatever that was? Cooking some kielbasa? Fuck yeah. Hunt to store 50 units of meat. Okay, so I need to set up a hunt. Wait, these are animals? What the fuck? Oh. Giant beasts found ferocious to... Okay, that seems like a bad idea. Majestic bird. Inspired works of art. Occasionally hunted for its prized meat, this herbivore is valued for its decorative feathers. I bet it wanted me to go after this because it's the closest. But I shall not. Ferocious four-legged mammal. Yeah, that sounds fucking dangerous. Both feed a family for several days as well as inspire fear in the hearts of hunters. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that sounds like the perfect thing to hunt. So where the fuck are these, like, iguanas or whatever? It says they're here. But I see no such thing. There we go. Docile Gliobans have long since being regular to take over doesn't herbivores, they are generally harmless to the average hunter in the wild, albeit their jaws can snap bone with ease. Their eggs are harvested and collected for purpose. Yeah. So they kind of fucking blend in, and there's one of them. Oh no, there's more. They're just hard as shit to see. Where is this arrow telling me to go? Why? This arrow is literally telling me to go for the cows. Well, I'm nothing if not a follower. Okay, so now I gotta figure out this fucking button. Crafting, farms, husbandry, hunter. Requires scenario. What the fuck are you telling me to do then? We must hunt up some food to get us to the initial phase of our settlements. Careful not to overhunt. Requires scenario. Okay, so let me fucking do it. Oh. Bruh. I just need 50. So I guess those three will do. Is there something else I need to do, or are they just working on it? Cancel hunt, close. Hunter. Nope. Looks like he's going down. Anyone else going with you, buddy? Those are quite big animals. I don't know if you alone would be a good idea. A 5-year-old Kryptonian? Oh, so they're sending a child to go do things. They probably age faster. It literally pointed me towards these, so... Wait. He just went up and killed it? They're not gonna run, they're not gonna fight. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. Cows are very mean if they're... Well, I mean, I guess not cows, but bulls are very mean. So the green dots I can barely see, or... Is he getting stopped by the baby? He was getting stopped by the baby. Oh, so now they're skinning the cows? they're just all in the same square. There's 3 cows all stacked on top of each other. That'll keep us fed for a while. Now let us dwell on construction. Construction needs materials. For our early crude buildings, wood and stone will suffice. We must replenish our stock of this. Our first mission is to allocate crates in our warehouse for said materials. I hope there is space for 4 additional crates, as you need 2 of wood and stone each. Otherwise, another warehouse is needed. I will highlight the warehouse for you, if this is the case. Hey, he highlighted the warehouse for me. So, now I need to go back into the menus. And it said wood and stone, so I need 2 stone and 2 wood. Where the fuck is the wood? There's the wood. Good, now order our tribesmen to clear some wood and stone. Use the tool I have highlighted to look for trees and piles of stone to select. I want at least 50 units stored of each in our warehouse. Remember, have a worker allocated in the warehouse along with at least 1 crate each for wood and stone. Good work. Our brothers and sisters are busy chopping wood and smashing rock. If they are close enough to the warehouse, they will carry their produce to it. If not, then it is up to the warehouse worker to fetch it. Note that warehouse worker is capable of moving large hauls of resources, while your odd jobbers can only move a few at a time. Wouldn't it make sense to have more warehouse workers then? Also, when am I allowed to start farming? Because, they don't like meat. So how many units does this even have? Stone 11. So I'm probably going to need to make them break more stone. Delivery man. So he just throws the leather on the ground because there's no crate for it, and the delivery man takes it to its crate. I see. So I do need another delivery man. And these trees give a fuck ton of wood. But the rocks don't give too much rock. I assume the sprites mean they have different amounts in them. Because there's rocks that are like fucking absolutely massive, and then there's rocks that are little fucking pebbles on the ground. Speed! Soon the temperature will fall. Kryptonians are hot-blooded creatures and will run the risk of freezing to death. A hearth must be constructed. Construct a hearth. Is that a house? Or is it just like a fire pit that goes in the middle of town? Seems like the second one. Control and left click is how you quick build something else, it seems. How do I make them do this first? Is there like a builder job? No. Damn, y'all sure like taking your breaks, don't ya? A well is also a primitive construction that is essential to us. Not only does it allow us to cool off if temperatures are too high, but allows us to keep our whiskers clean. Build one. No way. I need a hearth and a well? That's crazy. They're all homeless because it hasn't told me to build a bed yet. In order for subjects to thrive, they need services. Both a well and a hearth is a service. Service has maximum capacity of subjects that they can serve at any time. These you've built should be fine for us in this regard, but still, click both the well and the hearth to familiarize yourself with their information. Then I want you to sit back as our brothers and sisters use the services. Do not peek at the womenfolk by the well. This is how one of my birth brothers dies. Highest load of the service during a day. Once full, it means there aren't enough services to meet your subject demands. If low, it's an indication you can cut down on this service. All services have a radius. This is the max distance that a subject is willing to travel to use it. Almost everything in this world requires maintenance in the form of labor and resources. Without it, structures will decay and lose their efficiency. That's why it's time to build a janitor. Wait, build a janitor? Does maintenance in its vicinity. Consumes construction resources to make sure those... So make sure those are not too far away. Well, I should probably keep this open to make more of them if they're so important. So... I will leave space here. And place down utilities until efficiency says 100. 5x5 seems to be good for now. And now they will build. Load 82.6. Very good. Maintenance is needed for almost all buildings. The janitor used resources for their maintenance work. Now allocate one worker to your janitor room. Also enable auto-employment, which automatically regulate how many janitors that will be employed based on the need for them. Now let's explore some more sustainable means of food production. Let's do some farming. I've given you some vegetables to use as seeds. When on your own, you can forage or trade for these. Now build vegetable farms, enough for 5 farmers. 8x8 tiles is enough for 1 farmer to be busy, and you may build one big farm or several. Place your farm right next to the lake for natural irrigation and select the most fertile tiles. The farm must be irrigated and fertile. Vegetable farm. So guess this is how irrigated they are. And the how do I figure out how fertile they are? Brett. Oh, I can kind of see the color gradient now. No, I guess not. Never mind. Oh, they do have a slightly different. Yeah, I see it now. Food is now the most pressing issue. You can quickly check our food situation by looking at or clicking the counter. I have marked for you, hovering over the food icons on the right, so you can also give you some information. The numbers might look dire now, but soon our vegetable farm should yield vegetables for us to eat. Check back on the food menu from time to time. It is of utmost importance that we produce more than we eat. Farms are good, but a bit tricky. They only yield food at harvest, once per year. But the yield is plentiful. The farmers need to work the farm for the full year to provide the optimal harvest, allocate storage for the upcoming harvest, allocate 3 crates for vegetables. If need be, build another warehouse. Fuck you! I don't fucking remember where that shit is. Fuck. Logistics, there we go. Warehouse. It's the time of year when wild crops are ripe. These crops will replenish our food stores. You can find these patches of edibles on the minimap. Zoom out, but I've directed your view on the closest one. Order our men to harvest some wild crops. Thanks, bro. I wasn't in the middle of doing something. Oh, what the fuck? Uh-oh. I figured out about this. That should be good. No doors. Mm, yeah, there is, but okay. I'm sure that's just building a new warehouse. But it told me to harvest apples. Allocate 3 crates for vegetables. London Forge. Now it's time for us to explore loyalty. Loyalty is your citizens' love for you when you need it. The primary source of loyalty is to build things that your subjects like. Open up Loyalty panel, have a quick glance at what things you can do to please people. Hold on, I still need to put some crates in for apples. Fruit. There, now that warehouse is at maximum capacity. And this one has room for more stuff. So we've got the food delivery man and the stuff delivery man. Did it auto-assign a farmer? So I'm getting vegetables. What did it tell me to do again? Open the loyalty panel. Loyalty 100%, happiness 100%. Let's go. Wrongful deaths? Why? Construct housing for 10 people in total. Housing is essential for your subjects and a great source of loyalty. Basic housing is easy and cheap to set up, and can later be upgraded by allowing your subjects furniture, but that's for later. Now make haste and build some houses for us. Home. House. Apartment. Small private housing, not as space efficient as the other options. House, a larger structure for more residents. Residence. I dislike that I can't move the screen. That's what I wanted this to be, but... I shall place it elsewhere, I guess. Where's a good spot for rooms? This seems like a good spot for rooms. Damn, that's complex. Last time you told me a 5x5 was good enough, and it wasn't. So, fuck you! I'm assuming plebeians are fine, or slaves are fine with longhouses, plebeians are fine with apartments, and nobles want actual fucking houses. We, as Cretonians, enjoy the grass under our feet, but also appreciate a natural paved path. I've asked around, and we would like for you to build some dirt roads. Fungus Road. Fungus Highway. Your subjects are now enjoying your village to a degree that they recommend it to their friends. Immigration will spawn when your happiness is over a certain degree. You can have a look at what factors that make up your happiness by clicking on the Citizen button top right. Will give you an idea how to progress later on. To accept new immigrants, you can do so in the Citizen panels. Select species, population, or by double-clicking the species in the panel to the right. Be careful not to accept too many at once. There are more mouths to feed, so remember to put them to work. Advertise your settlement on Facebook. Yeah, pretty much. Accept an immigrant. Double clicking. There we go. At this stage, you know more than I do. Just continue to improve your settlement, build some farms and forage if you must for the initial seeds. I and my brothers and sisters will do our best to follow your instructions. Together, we will see a new Cretonia. Grow to 20 Cretonians and have 16 food days worth of food. So that's just to accept a new immigrant. Well, I've got plenty of days worth of food. I just need more people. I need to advertise my settlement on Facebook. 4 attracted a day. Until they build that next house. I don't have enough houses. They started building the roof of the third set of houses. Instead of finishing the fucking next house. One homeless Cretonian. And he's a plebeian. Any species of any class. I'm assuming those are the resources it takes to upgrade. Estimated harvest year 28. Year 27. Year 31. What? Oh, is that the estimated harvest for the year? It is. Holy shit, 4. Oh, how do I accept them not en masse like that? Ah, right click to open the settings. Native citizens can have a problem with these. Your plebeians don't care about this, and its value has no effect on fulfillment. Is this just for plebeians? What if I have native? Or what if I have... Huh? Oh, that's plus 1,000. No? Plus 10? Is that to the max? No? What the fuck is this doing? So that led up to 20 yen? That would get the population to 20, right? I can have 20. I have spots for 20 of them. So now I need to come back to here. Oh, and they've harvested all of these. The farmers are still doing all that. Those are herbs, it's clay. What is this? Wild grain. These are wild vegetables. But it's winter now, so I can't. Which means I'll have to hunt. Deadly fast killing machine. Stone deposits? Is that stone that replenishes, I'm assuming? And then there's sheep. There isn't enough growth. Coal deposits. Well, I need more food, so I've got to hunt some of these cows. This should be enough to get me up to where I need to be. And then I shouldn't. Otherwise, I would have to wait for the vegetable farms. Days until harvest, 8.6 days. Very good. We have now established a self-sustaining colony. Your mission here is complete. You may choose to continue playing or start a new game. Cool. By setting up exports? Chat. The game seems interesting enough. I'm probably gonna buy it.